Hits like Moving On Up, One Night in Heaven, M People, of course, staple of the 90s chart music scene.
Heather Small is with us on the sofa this morning. Hello.
Morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Very good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
What's going on?
Well, quite a bit, really. Yes, I've got a new album release. I've been on tour. I've done a lot of the festivals, so it's busy and it's fun. Really, just so much fun. Hectic, yeah. So, but you know, after the 2 years that we had before, you know, one cannot complain.
That's a good thing. 30 years since M People started. Is that right?
It is right.
Does it feel like it?
Do you know, when I hear the songs and how we do them now, I've got a brilliant MD. It doesn't feel like 30 years. And because as well with the audience, some of them have been force-fed M People. So now there's people in their 20s. I did something, there's an 8-year-old on their mummy's shoulders singing Moving On Up. Doesn't get better than that. So, you know, I'll take the 30 years, especially if it comes like that.
I love the idea of force-feeding. We're going to force-feed our audience some of it now. Here you go.
Oh, what's that like, watching all that stuff back?
It's not easy watching it back.
Is it not?
I've always been a little self-conscious. But now, I think, you know, there's a legacy, so you can't be unhappy about that. So it's something that I've always wanted. I wanted to be able to sing till I got old. And, you know, I'm achieving it.
How are the pipes?
You know, I've been singing quite a bit, so I do look after myself. It's all good. I haven't changed the keys or anything like that. So,
have you noticed a difference in your voice?
What I've noticed is that, especially after I had my son, that I just felt stronger and my voice was just richer. So it's all been positive. You know, ageing has been a positive progression.
You can't get away from your sound anyway, even if you wanted to.
You know, I tried it in The Masked Singer, did I not? Yes. And got voted off first for changing my voice. So I did a good job and a bad job all in the same time.
Talk about your new album, Colour My Life. The title for a start.
Yeah, because that's one of the songs. And, you know, we've had 2 years of real hardship, and I just thought I needed something to bring some light. And, you know, when you're sat at home for 2 years thinking that you might not sing again because of circumstances beyond yourself, as a creative, you do start worrying whether the work will come in, whether you'll still have your ability. So when I got the opportunity to do these songs, and like I said, the legacy of what I've done, and to chart it and do it new with an orchestra, I thought, that's the colour, that's my life. And so it just made sense to me, Colour My Life.
A lot of attention on Commonwealth Games right now and how inspiring all that can be. And go back in time for us, Olympic Games in London.
Yes.
You were in and around that, and the song became kind of an emblem of the time, and it's special, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very special. It's 10 years now.
Yeah.
There was a sense of pride because I did think to myself from the beginning, I championed the Olympics because I know what it's like to sing to a home audience. You know, anywhere in the UK that I go, it feels like home. I've been in Liverpool, Manchester, London. And so I know that singing to a home audience will make them perform in a way that they would never have performed before. It just brings out something in you. And also, it's that thing of playing at home, doing what you do and bringing out the best of yourself and others.
Which is precisely not what we're showing here, because you were saying this is South Africa, of course, this film here. Can I ask you, I bet many times you must have had people say that song has been has a link to a very special time in their lives. Maybe hardship, maybe something else. Has that happened quite a bit?
Yeah, it has been a soundtrack for a lot of people. And that's why when I go out now and doing these songs and recreating it, you give it all the respect that you can, because it has been a playlist for a lot of people. I had one young woman back in the day say to me, she was all excited to see me, and I was a bit shy. And I thought, you know what, I'll give her the time of day, and I'll step up. And she just said to me, you know, my friends and I, we were in prison, and we vowed to your song, Proud, that we will never, ever return here. And we've all stayed out, we've all made good, And, you know, you just think to yourself, so every time I go on stage and I sing those songs, I'm respectful because I know that it means a lot to people as much as it does to me. So, you know, I keep myself in
Yeah.
shape and the voice and everything so that I can do what I love.
I suppose it's quite easy to kind of go, I'm sick of that song, you
Oh,
know.
oh,
and,
never.
and like you say, you've got absolute respect for it. On the new album, you cover Paul Weller's "You Do Something to Me,"
Yes.
which I haven't heard your album, so I've got it with your voice and that amazing song. I'm fascinated.
You'll have to hear it.
But when you take a song like that, which is a beautiful piece of music, soulful, you know...
And an icon,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
a pop rock icon. I think, you know, you've got to do it with conviction. And when somebody suggested it to me, it wasn't because I wouldn't on my own just think to myself, oh, yeah, I'm going to cover Paul Weller.
Yeah.
Hell no. But somebody, you know, he's a beautiful song and he's soulful. There's so much emotion and that's what singers want. So I thought, you know what, could I do it? I said, I'll record it. And I loved it. It's just a beautiful melody, beautiful words.
Has he heard it?
He hasn't heard it, I don't think, but, you know...
Yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. I don't know what he'd think of it. But, you know, I think if you write a song and it's that beautiful and somebody else can appreciate it and give their interpretation, and I don't think it's a bad interpretation, I think that it should make him happy.
On the flip side, I bet you've heard some awful
Yeah,
versions of
that's
your
what
own music, haven't you? Karaoke bars, or there must have been... Have there been times?
There's not that many people that cover it, but, you know, I do hear people singing the songs because they always feel compelled to sing to me when they see me.
Do they?
And,
Yeah.
in a pseudo small voice. And it's quite funny. It's lovely. It's something that I've wanted since childhood. So, you know, I've got songs now that people sing back to me. Yeah, I can't complain
And you
about
say
that.
you say you're quite shy. So what do people?
I used to be
people
quite
come
shy.
up to you and go, "What have you done?"
But mostly it's kind of like that. They don't always do the jazz hands, I go, but...
Well, they should do the jazz hands. The jazz hands make it.
Yeah, but they do a head kind of thing. So I always wonted to myself, what do I look like live?
They
So
literally come like that.
nodding small, it would seem.
Oh, it's brilliant. Well, I'm going to listen to that. I'm going to listen to your cover and
Yes.
listen to your album later today. It's always lovely
It's
talking
been a
to you.
pleasure. The
Thank
last time
you.
I saw you, you were dancing and I was singing.
Always, I know.
Yeah,
Oh,
likes to dance, doesn't it?
With the jazz hands, probably.
No, on the left stage.
Lovely to see you this morning.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Heather's new album, Colour My Life, is out today. You're watching Breakfast. It's 8:59.